Let me guess. You're looking at law school, but your GPA isn't as high as you'd like. Maybe it's a 3.5, maybe it's a 3.7. Either way, you've heard the talk. If your GPA isn't at least a 3.8, you're in trouble. Well, here's the truth. The game has changed. This year, law school admissions is tougher than ever, and ignoring these changes could cost you months of wasted effort, potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars in lost scholarships. Here's what's happening. The latest ABA reports reveal that over 60% of law schools, yes, 122 schools, have raised their GPA medians. And we're not talking tiny bumps here. We're talking massive jumps that would have been unthinkable just a few years ago. Here's what this means for you. If you're walking in with a sub 3.8 GPA, your application is at a disadvantage. But this doesn't mean you're out of the game. In fact, if you're watching this, you're already ahead of most applicants because today, I'm going to show you exactly how to flip the script. We'll cover what's really happening in admissions this year, why law schools are pushing GPA medians higher, and the one thing you can do to make yourself stand out. First, for those who don't know me, my name is Steve Schwartz. I've been teaching the LSAT since 2005, and I personally increased my own LSAT score from a 152 to a 175. Now, I've seen a lot of changes over the years, but this one really takes the cake. Let me back up for a second. Now, every year, we see law schools releasing their incoming class profiles through the ABA 509 reports. They're like an annual scorecard for admissions, but this year, the numbers are jaw-dropping. 122 schools raised their GPA medians and 10 schools raised them by 0.1 or more. For context, a 0.1 increase is like going from a 3.7 to a 3.8 GPA median overnight. And at some schools, like the University of Hawaii, the jump was even bigger, 0.22. That's the difference between a 3.7 and a 3.92 in one single cycle. Insane, right? The takeaway here is that if you thought your GPA was competitive last year, it might not be anymore. A safe GPA from 2022 could now leave you below the median at your dream school. Now, let's talk about why this is happening. The first and biggest factor is probably grade inflation. College grades have been creeping up for years, A's are the new B's, and professors are handing them out like candy. So naturally, more applicants are walking into admissions with near perfect GPAs. Of course, as always, you have the rankings race. Law schools care deeply about prestige, and US News rankings reward schools with higher medians, so admissions is laser focused on boosting up those numbers. When one school raises its median, others feel pressured to keep up. And of course, the pool of applicants is getting stronger every single year. More applicants with great GPAs means that law schools have the luxury of being more selective. But here's what hasn't changed. LSAT medians have stayed relatively stable, and this is your opportunity. Because if your GPA isn't a 3.8 or higher, I'll be honest, you're not playing from a position of strength, but the LSAT is still the great equalizer. It's the one metric that's consistent across all applicants. No matter where you went to college or what your major was, a strong LSAT can offset a lower GPA. And guess what? Law schools love applicants who can pull off a high LSAT score because it boosts their status in the rankings. So if you want to succeed in this tougher than ever admissions environment, here's what you need to do. First, recalibrate your LSAT goal. If you were looking for a 165 before, now you want to aim for a 170 plus. Just a few more points on the LSAT can totally change how admissions views your application. Your LSAT score is like your get out of GPA jail card. Second, stop wasting time on low value activities. Writing optional essays, tweaking your resume for the 15th time, or hoping a glowing letter of rec will save you. These are low leverage moves. Focus your energy where it matters, getting your LSAT score as high as possible. You want to double down on your LSAT prep. This is not the year to dabble in it. You've got to have a plan, and I'm talking about a real concrete plan. I'm talking about a day-by-day roadmap that tells you exactly what to study and when, and that is exactly what we do at LSAT Unplugged. We help students create customized study plans that fit their schedules and their goals so they can stop spinning their wheels and start seeing real results. Now, I also want you to think long-term, because what's at stake here isn't just about getting into law school. It's about setting yourself up for success with scholarships and opportunities. A single LSAT point can mean the difference between getting a full ride or taking on 6 figures of debt. A higher LSAT doesn't just get you in, it actually pays off in real dollars. So if you're serious about maximizing your LSAT potential, here's what I recommend. First, get a personalized study plan. My team and I specialize in creating day-by-day LSAT plans tailored to your schedule and your goals. You can book a call using the links below, and we'll map out your prep from now until test day. Second, you can join our personalized LSAT coaching programs to provide you with accountability, motivation, and support to keep you on track. Now, of course, while this cycle is tougher, that is no reason to give up. Instead, use it as motivation because you still have the power to control the most important piece of your application, which is, of course, your LSAT score. The question is, what are you going to do with that opportunity? Now, if you're just getting started with the LSAT or you're looking for a quick refresher, I've put together a free easy LSAT cheat sheet linked below this video so you can grab your copy. And again, it's 100% free. In the meantime, I'll wish you all the best and take care.